Hello everyone, most intros are in fact trash, so let's just get straight into the video. Incredibles 2 is the next boring and well executed cash grab to come out of Disney since whatever movie came out of Disney last. This movie brings back the original cast not out of passion for the project, but because Disney offered them a shit ton of money. You have Elastigirl fighting crime while Mr. Incredible stays home taking care of the kids, which means everyone at Disney is a soy boy for not having Mr. Incredible do everything. This review will be spoiler free, so don't get your dick in a twist. The best part of Incredibles 2 is the interactions between each of the family members, just like it was in the first film, but the problem is there isn't enough of it. A little too much time is put towards Elastigirl playing detective, which in retrospect does very little to advance the plot, considering the finale seems inevitable no matter what she does. I like my character choices to matter, just like I should not have the federal government interfering with my choice to throw newborns into a fireplace. The villain also seems to be a bit of a moron, considering this person's plans can be achieved by doing nothing until the last 20 minutes. But this person for some reason decides to do shit out in the open before this, allowing the final crime to be connected to this person easily if the villain's plan succeeded. It's almost like Brad Bird ran out of Disney prostitution funds when he came to the villain portion of the script and decided to rush it out. The other characters are fine for the most part. Every family member has an arc besides Dash for some reason. Besides those big issues, it's pretty great watching these individuals interact on screen. Some of the humor falls flat, but it's still not as bad as Poe Dameron making Yo Mama jokes. The performances are also pretty good. Nothing Oscar worthy, but everyone seems to be putting in some sort of effort, which is something. The biggest problem with Incredibles 2 is that it's predictable as shit. The only person surprised by the plot direction was my cousin Ted, and since he's the product of incest, he's a bit slower. The pacing is fine, I guess. It drags on Elastigirl for too long sometimes, and I mean, I also want to drag my penis on Elastigirl, but it's not entertaining for most people. The first act has a terrific action scene and is probably my favorite out of all three portions of Incredibles 2. The second act is bogged down with this really uninteresting subplot between Elastigirl and the screenslaver, when we should focus on the more entertaining shit, which happens to be Mr. Incredible parenting. The final act is pretty okay. I don't know if it's just me, but I felt like the resolution came about a little too easy. We know what's gonna happen, but at least give us some sort of tension, Brad Bird. Fuck you, man. You made some really great movies, but you also made Tomorrowland, and that is a sin that I cannot forgive. Visually, this movie looks fucking gorgeous, and of course it should, as most Disney Pixar movies do. The lighting, color, and use of shadows is phenomenal. Every frame is a painstakingly created painting, and all of it looks fantastic besides the train sequence, which felt like the movie declared jihad on my eyes. A very slight critique is that the movie uses camera cuts a little too often, especially during action sequences. Animation is a great medium because you don't have to cut as much, but it's filmed like any other standard action movie when you can use this as an opportunity to experiment and have fun. If you want to know how to use camera work effectively in animation, watch The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Hunchback is much better, minus the shitty gargoyles that have given me actual ear STDs from their genuinely fucking moronic jokes. All in all, this movie does a lot of things well, but nothing extremely exceptional, and if you can get past the shit villain, you'll enjoy the movie quite a bit. I give Incredibles 2 a 7 out of 10. I recommend this movie to someone who likes Incredibles but doesn't mind it being worse. If you want a digital code for a superior movie, the original Incredibles, just share this video on Twitter and at me. My social media is on the screen. Leave a like, share, and all that shit. Subscribe, hit the bell. Farewell.